Okay, so for the neck pillow, you're gonna have a 2-page pattern and you're gonna have to put this together. So on pattern piece number 1, you're gonna cut along the solid piece and then cut across here. And then for pattern piece number 2, cut along the solid line, and then I would extend it here and here so that you'll be able to put the 2 pieces together like this. If you notice, my pattern piece number 2 has an extension back here so that I could tape these 2 pieces together. So here's your pattern, and you're going to take your fleece that's rolled up and unroll it. These are all your scraps, and hopefully you've got enough fabric. And so let's see what I have in scraps here. Just by looking at what I've got left over in scraps, it looks like I'm gonna have to piece it together. So let's see what I can do. I'm gonna try to be really conservative with pieces here. Let's see, how's that looking? I think I can move this over just a little bit more. I'm gonna have to be careful because it's short back here. Okay, so that looks, and this goes on the fold. So I'm just going to turn the pattern over here. Make sure it's good there. And then pin everything down. So with this being my, this is going to be my top piece here. So, and the underneath piece is going to be, we're going to have to piece that together because I don't have another big piece of fabric. So now this is where the fun comes in. Figure out how to get another 2 pieces. So side. Now let's look and see what I've got left over. Okay, if I open that up, let's see what that's going to do. Nope, that's not going to be big enough. So okay, so what's going to happen here is I'm gonna have to join another piece here. But in order for me to be able to join, oops, you can't see that. Okay, so here's a piece here, and I'm putting it as close to that edge as I can. And actually this works out pretty good because I have a little bit extra here. So I'm gonna join another piece to here, and there's gonna be a seam down the center. But in order for me to be able to do that, I have to leave a little bit extra for seam allowances. So you've got to remember when you're piecing it, you need to allow for seam allowances where you're going to attach it. So this one will work out pretty good. So I'm going to pin this down here, and everything else is okay. It can stay the same. The only thing that we have to add extra is where we're going to piece it together. And that's going to be, that's probably about 1/4 inch there. Okay, and then I'm going to cut around there. And then what's going to happen is this one that I cut out will become my pattern for the second piece. And remember, when you do that, you want to put right sides together. So right now I've got the right side up of my fabric, and then I'm just going to trim this to make it an equal 1/4 inch all the way down. There. Okay, so now I'll take this piece off. And this is the right side. So then what I'm going to do on this other piece that's right here, this is the right side up. I'm going to place this on top like this. And what's nice about this fabric, if you want to, you can go ahead and pin it, but it sticks to itself, so you don't really need to pin it. Just cut. Move that over just a little bit. So there's a little bit of a cut there. And then I'm going to cut this out. And you might not have enough fabric. If you don't have enough fabric to piece 2 pieces together, come see me, and what we'll do is I'll give you a piece of muslin fabric or a solid fabric or something. So what I have to do next, oops, let me make sure that looks, oops, that needs to be trimmed just a little bit there. Okay. All right, so then now I'm ready to go sew my pieces together.